My name is Olga Talamante. I'm a Chicana lesbian. Was born in Mexico and we moved here to California, where I've grown up most of my life. I have been very involved in the community and as a community activist in the Chicano movement, in the solidarity movement, in the LGBT movement. The journey in terms of self-discovery and self-acceptance it's you know, it's still going on. It started from since I was conscious of myself and realized that I wasn't interested in some of the same things that my primas were interested in. You know, grew up with a family around and brothers and cousins and tias and tios, and I don't think that we could have identified it, or I could have identified it, but there was something. There was something where I was not interested again in some of the girly stuff that much, and I rather you know, wanted to run around with my brothers and run around in the streets and play and so on. But as time went on, and I did participate in the social, you know, dating and in social activities and going out and so on, of the teenage years and so on. And at the same time, time and time again, I just sort of felt like this. I don't think this is for me. I don't think this makes sense. And then finally, at one point, saying, I'm not going to get married to a man, even though I was supposed to. And the process had started for that, and so it was painful for my family, it was painful for me, it was painful for my intended husband, but it was a turning point for me to say, that's not what I want to do, that is not where I want to go. I don't think that the terminology really hits it on the mark. I don't think it encompasses all of it. In my family, I don't think anybody ever utters the word lesbian, because it's just not part of it. They know that's who I am. Mm-hmm. We have evolved as a family, and there is acceptance and love and celebration even of who I am. But the terminologies are still not used. For me, it was important, again, in my own process of acceptance of myself, ultimately, that I did become publicly identified. And that happened when I was asked to be on the board of the National Center for Lesbian Rights. And so that was part of my resume. My family knew that I was on this board that is called the National Center for Lesbian Rights. And it was around the same time that I joined that board that I just, by coincidence in terms of the time, that I became the executive director of the Chicana Latina Foundation. And so when that happened, when both of those things happened, about 12 years ago or so, it was like, okay, now it's very clear, this is who I am. I'm very inspired and very encouraged by seeing so many young people that are absolutely, they are the leaders, their consciousness, their passion, their brilliance, their intellect, their ability to be out there as artists, as doctors, as lawyers, as whatever it is that they want to be, and be fully themselves. So how do they get there? I would say, putting on a little bit of historical perspective, it has to do with those that came before them. And they probably have learned what not to do, and they probably have seen the tia or the tio that was closeted and wasn't able to fully express and be who they were, And I believe they've learned from that. They believe they learned from the negative examples. But I hope they also have learned from some of the positive examples. The positive examples of those who have fought for the rights of our communities, who have fought for inclusion, who have fought for hurry up and become yourself. Don't waste time. Face up to the fear of not being accepted. Face up to the fear of being rejected, and know that ultimately it is you who has to accept yourself first. Once you do that, then you are on your way. And so begin there. Just begin there.